G'day guys, welcome to another week of scrapbooking with me. Now, I am bringing you a layout that I've made from scratch. Surprise, surprise. You know that I love doing that. I actually made a purchase of some washi tapes. Now, I know I can hear you all saying, Karen, you've probably got plenty. And I do. I really do. But and here's my excuse. Are you ready? We all do this. We've got enough, but, okay. So the reason I bought more is because I was running out of my black and gold. I love black, gold and white in a washi tape. So I was running out and I saw them on Amazon AU. So I picked myself up a pack. It was only $9.99. So I grabbed it and I decided before I put those in the drawer and forget about them, I'm going to create a layout with them because that's what I thought of as soon as I saw this particular pack. Now, what you can see me doing here, I've printed a black and white photo of Taylor on my wedding day, and we were having a bit of a chit chat underneath my veil, and I strategically said to her, we can hear what they're saying, but they can't hear what we're saying. So, you know, it kind of gave her that little bit of security, which was really good. It was a really cute moment. So I wanted to scrap it. Now, I wanted to use black, gold. I'm lost. I've put some lines on the cardstock. That is for no reason. That serves zero purpose other than keeping my washi tape straight until I get my main rows down. Does that make sense? So that way I can see that they're all going down nice and straight and nice and even. I do wish I didn't use that particular washi tape though. And no, was it that one? No, it's the one after this one. I wish I didn't use it because it's very, very polarizing and it kind of stands right out in amongst all the others. So, but anyway, now all of that being said, I have got a little bit of a spiel whilst I'm adding washi tape. The one thing I do want to tell you is if you have not learnt the trick with washi tape, using a stamping block to tear it perfectly every single time, trust me, if you've got a square stamping block that has a perfect 90-degree angle on it, not the ones with the curved edges, you know, the ones that are good for your fingers, not those ones. It has to be a flat square one, the cheap ones. And it tears your washi tape perfectly. I like to have, when I'm doing something very structured like this, I like it to be perfect every single time. And using scissors and washi tape, look, it's too hard. But when I learnt this trick, and whoever thought of it, you're a genius. If I knew your name, I would sing your praises. But I don't know who actually invented doing this. So, if you happen to know who they are, please, by all means, let me know. And I will credit them for this bit of knowledge because it has been amazing. Game changer. When it comes to washi tape anyway. So as you can see, what I'm trying to do here is I'm literally, there's no point in putting washi tape under where my photo is going to be. So it took a little bit of fiddling around and that was okay. It was no big deal, but I just wanted to sort of have a bit of a play with it and just use it as a photo mat. This black that I'm using is actually like a velour sort of feel to it, kind of like flocking. So I wanted that to go around my photo just to frame it, to sort of help it stand out. But again, with the texture, create texture that is visual texture, but not chunky texture. So whilst I'm doing this, okay, you can watch along, but I need to get a little bit of a spiel out, and over time I will get better at it over the course of the next 2 weeks. You may have noticed, we reached 1,500 subscribers. I'm so excited. You have no idea how happy that made me when I woke up and saw 1,500 subscribers. I thought we were going to sit on 1,498 forever. It's like a watched pot never boils or a watched kettle never boils or whatever the saying is. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm going to get better at this. I'm sure I'm going to refine it a little bit better, but I want to say it before it pops up. So, to celebrate reaching this milestone, I will be having a giveaway. I will be giving away 2 gift cards to 2 lucky subbies. All T's and C's are listed below in the description. And don't forget to collect all 16 words, which will be posted in the top right corner of every video that I've posted and will post on my channel from the 6th of May 2023 right through until and including the 22nd of the 5th 2023. Now, closing dates, etc., times, etc., is all in the description below. I won't bore you with those details every single video, but what you will notice is originally, so in the very first video, which was my live, that has the live that I did on Saturday for International Scrapbook Day, that has the first word in it. Okay, so if you haven't seen that one, you need to quickly go and click on the lives and have a look at that one, and that's got the first word in it. Each word from this point on, I will be numbering, so you'll be able to count if you've got all 16 words. Once you get all 16 words, click on the Facebook link below, jump over to the Facebook group, which many of you are already a part of anyway. Jump over there. I have pinned the giveaway description, T's and C's, etc. I've pinned it, and underneath that is where you'll place your words and don't do them daily, because obviously you don't want other people to cheat off you. You want to make sure that everyone else is playing the game that you are. So wait until literally the last minute, I guess, and then put your name under your name, put your words, and then that will be your entry, and I will be drawing and contacting the winners and posting the winners on the 22nd, the evening of the 22nd of May 2023. Now, get that out of the way. So originally, and in the very first video, I actually have the word printed and it's sitting on my desk. The reason I have gone away from doing it like that, and I'm going to actually have it pop up in the video, which you will see soon. I'll draw your attention to it. That's how I'm going to do it for all the videos going forward. I think it just looks a little bit more professional. And that's the angle I'm going with here. Yes, I want you to feel like you're scrapping with me in my room, but I also want to make sure my videos are looking professional. So, or as professional as I like them to be. Anyway, moving on. So I'm still just going around with my washi tape. Now, I absolutely love these washi tapes. These ones from Amazon are super sticky. They don't stick to themselves to the point, you know, like when they go gummy, but they're gorgeous. I absolutely love them. Now, this month, my design team layouts will be done a little bit differently. So I will be having a look at how I'm doing those and what I'm doing in them. I want to, for the month of May, I'm wanting to focus on giving back to you guys as much as possible. And I want to try and do a few more techniques. Some little things, like in the live the other day, it was a happy discovery. I thought I'd give it a crack, see what happens. And I put the Lunar paste into, I put into a fine liner bottle. Just a little bit in the cap. Like, I didn't fill the whole bottle up, like, let's not be crazy. But I just put a little bit in the cap and put it on, and it comes out perfectly. It is so good. If you want to try something, give it a go. It is so good. I've come up with a couple of different ways that I can do different things with it now. I've had a little bit more of a play. Look, I'll be honest with you. Typical Karen fashion. I literally just thought about it on the fly while I was doing the live. I think we were like, I don't know, what were we, guys? I think I was about an hour and a half maybe into, or maybe even 2 hours. No, it was on the first layout. So, yeah, it was on the first layout because I did the Simple Stories, the Honey Bee collection or whatever it was. I can't remember what it's called now. And it works a treat. It is so good and it comes out perfectly. It's a little bit thicker coming out of the fine liner bottle than what liquid pearls, for example. Like, I know I use a lot of liquid pearls and I use Nuvo Deluxe as well. But I'm trying to give you guys ideas. So if you want to try some mixed media, you're not outlaying for a product that you can really only use one way, you know, or you get sort of stuck in, well, I can only use texture paste through a stencil. Well, that's not true. You can use it in several different ways. And that's what I want to do this month, especially these 2 weeks when I know you guys are committing to me, because you're committing to find that word so you can get either the $50 gift card or the $25 gift card. And you know what? You guys make it happen. So honestly, I want to give back for you guys, and I will be bringing you as many different techniques in videos as possible. So this particular one, I did this one on Friday, and I had this idea in my head, and I didn't want it to be bricks, but I just wanted to use the washi tape and just really get into it. And look at that. Is that not amazing? Does that just not fill you up with warmth and joy? I love it. Now, I'm just going to go around 3 of the sides with the black tape, but I'm putting down some tear tape underneath it because we all know that washi is renowned for not sticking very long. So, and this particular black one, it feels like flocking, or maybe velour, something like that. That's what it feels like. And it's on quite a thin tape. I honestly can't remember where I got it from, which I'm sure most of you guys are the same. You don't remember where you got them all from, but it's great. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. It looks rich and, you know, it looks royal. You know, I've got royals on the brain at the moment because of the coronation. Did anyone watch the coronation? Let me know below if you did. Okay, it's going to show my age, but I was exhausted because I did the live and I did a few other things, and by the time I did things with the kids and all the craziness that happened, I made it all the way through the whole process, and they were just about at the end, and I fell asleep. I made, there you go, guys. Can you see up the top there? Giveaway word number 2, and the word is red. So it's up there for you. That's how all the words from now until the very end will pop up. And I'm leaving them up there for about 1.5 minutes. So don't panic if you don't have a pen immediately. It's going to be okay. So keep that one on your list and add it to your word from the other day and from the live. That's word number 1. I did actually have Gail. Thank you very much for the idea of numbering the words. I didn't even think about that, but it definitely will make it easier. There will be a total of 16 words in total. And yeah. So what else can I tell you? Today was fantastic. We've just had a storm, believe it or not. We've just had like a massive storm come through. Yeah, I know. It's been cool all day. I'm sunburnt because we had AFL again today. Now, what I'm doing here, I know it's in fast forward. That is gum arabic powder. That is mica powder. This is distilled water. Mix it all together, and my mica powder will now stick to my page and not go anywhere. So that's, if you want to know how to make it, there is a video all on its little Pat Malone in its own little playlist. And yeah, so that's how I make my, remember back in the day, you know, you'd get the Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine. This does exactly the same job, but it's way cheaper and it goes forever. Now, I put it in that little container. I sit it on my desk. The water just evaporates, but it stays. All you've got to do is give it a light couple of drops of water, or I use my spray mister. Works a treat. And in true Karen style, I was talking about something else at the time, but the color that I've actually painted these it's actually a black mica powder, and I've done it with the same, exactly how you saw me do the gold is exactly how I did the black, but you may have seen me spray the little pot. That just rejuvenated it. It's just like a watercolor, and it just stays in the pot, and whenever you want to use it, it just dries down hard like a hard watercolor pancake, and you just add a bit of water and you're good to go. So I think that is an extremely economical way of getting lots of shine and shimmer on your page. If you're like me, I love shiny, sparkly things. So I am bringing my title together here. I did have a bit of a hiccup. I could hear it as it was cutting. I need to change my blade, and I didn't. So I just let it go. So I'm having a little bit of a hiccup separating the bits and pieces, but it's all good. Don't stress. It comes together in the end. Now, what else can I tell you? What was I talking about? AFL. Yeah, we had an AFL game today. It was quite interesting. The boys before us decided to have a bit of a punch on. That was great. Fantastic. Nothing like a bit of violence. Then our girls, one of the other team, decided that they were going to get a bit shovey and pushy and whatnot, and I think it was actually it's not funny at all. I don't condone violence whatsoever, but this girl, she's a little pocket rocket from the other team, and she decided that she was going to give one of our girls a good hard shove and swear at her. And when she shoved her, I don't think she realised that she picked on probably the biggest girl on our team, and she didn't back down. So she stood up and gave her a shove, and wasn't violent. They didn't get biffo or anything like that. It was nothing like that, but it was definitely, I'm sensing AFL is nothing like gymnastics. So, gymnastics, I sit on the sideline and I grit my teeth because I know the routine backwards, and I know exactly what form Jen's supposed to be in at the time, and if I see an arched back, I know. AFL, totally different. It is just, it's hardcore, man. These girls, you think the boys get into it? The girls do too. So they love their sport, these girls. So yeah, it's fun, but it's also, I suppose, it gets frustrating for the players when they can clearly see the ref has a bias. Like, it's so obvious, like when they make it really obvious. Like, I'm not up there with all the rules and everything, but if I could see it, then it was pretty obvious. So, but the girls got through it. They had fun. They walked away. One of our girls was a little upset at the end, but you know what? Is what it is. Pack it in your backpack. Forget about it. Move forward. Look at next week. Training on Tuesday. Just move forward, which is great, And that's what I love. The team atmosphere, the team camaraderie, the way the girls all get together and they show each other how to get through things. I love it. I love that for my kids. So now all I'm doing is I've pulled out my black fine Posca paint pen, and you know what? I had people say to me I could never do lines around like that. I am not following, when I do this, guys, I'm not following the rules that I learnt through my art subjects, okay? I'm not doing a true spotlight. My spotlight moves. So my source of light to create my shadow, if I was doing it properly, There's probably about 15 mistakes in this title, but you know what? It looks okay and it works, and it gives a little bit of pop and a sort of a shadow in the right places, highlights a little bit. Don't be afraid to just give it a go. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't think that it's, you know, that the scrapbooking and the titles and there's these rules and these rules of three. Have fun. I want you to be enjoying, having fun, creating beautiful pages, getting your memories into albums that your children will hopefully in years to come adore just as much as what you do, but for different reasons. Not just you're adoring it because you've created a beautiful page from an artwork perspective. You know, you're also getting the memories down, but the flip side of that is your kids might look at it and go, oh, I didn't even know that. That day when that happened to Uncle Jimmy or Auntie Jane, you know, like, I didn't know that happened in the background, because they're kids. Of course they're not going to know. So it just gives you a different perspective, and that's why I scrapbook a lot of day-to-day photos and everyday photos, because my kids, they're at school. They don't see the dogs doing crazy things. They don't see, you know, when I go out and about and take photos of crazy, weird things, you know. So as much as I'm more, these days, I don't scrap chronologically. I try and scrap as much of the everyday as possible, because I already know that years gone by, I look at photos and I forget that even happened. So here's the close-ups for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to create your lists. This is a worldwide giveaway. This is not just for Australian people. The gift cards will be for scrapbook.com and for Crazy Craft Obsession. It will be your choice. So not a problem. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with you tomorrow with another video and another word. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.